Welcome to Victory Rogue. Each week I will draft a temporary team of Pokemon to try to climb the Pokemon Champion singles ladder. How far will I get? Tune in every Monday to find out. Sup Nerds, Free99 here. Welcome back to the final episode of Victory Rogue Season 1. It's been one heck of a climb. I didn't honestly think we would make it to Great Ball tier after the first few pulls that we had this season. But it seems that some of these Pokemon do have potential of being, I don't want to say meta viable, but meta survivable, I guess is a better word for it. So we made it to Great Ball. I'm very stoked about that. We actually made it to the middle of Great Ball Cup, which tells me that there is a very, very slight chance that we could make it to Ultra Ball next season. And I want to make that climb. Let's go over what we have today, because I feel like I cooked, but I could be incredibly mistaken and we are in for a very horrible run. Let's start with our starters. We have a Farigiraf, 195 health, something to make note of. Special defense is maxed out, so it is a bit tanky. It's also got EVs in special attack. Uproar and Psychic are two very good stab moves that it has access to. Kudchu lets it eat the citrus berry again on the following turn that it triggers. So let's say turn 1, we activate the Trip Room, we go to half health, citrus berry triggers, we go to 75% health. The turn after that, let's say we take another half health of damage, we go down to 25%, Kudchu procs, and then we go back up to 50% health. Very nice to have. I would rather have all the healing up front, but what can you do? Speaking of Trick Room, this is going to be our setup for, I guess, starting with Farigiraf. Trick Room lasts for 5 turns. We've used this before with Mega Bandit. And it lets the slower Pokemon attack before the faster Pokemon. At 82 speed, it's now going to be outspeeding anybody, which is kind of the key of what I decided to recruit for this time around. Behind it, or I guess we should go for our second starter, which could be Araquanid, depending on what we think our opponent will start with. Let's say maybe they're going to start with a Corviknight. Farigiraf having Psychic and normal type attacks will not be that very good against a Steel type. So we have Araquanid, whose water type is neutral against Steel types. So this could be another option. Their setup is Sticky Web. It is a trap. So when we use it, Sticky Webs will cover the opponent's side of the field. And every single time the opponent swaps out a Pokemon, if they're not flying or levitating, Sticky Web will trigger and will give them -1 speed. So Farigiraf guarantees that the slow Pokemon moves first for 5 turns. Araquanid lowers the speed of the opponent, but it stays on the field unless they have a way to get rid of it with something like Defog or Rapid Spin. Both are very useful for very slow teams. One is just quote-unquote more permanent than the other. In terms of attacks, it does have Liquidation and Dive. Stockpile increases its defense and special defense. Normally you put Stockpile with something like Swallow in order to heal some health, but I guess we don't have that in this case. We're giving it the Focus Sash, so that way it doesn't get one-shot by like a random Thunder, and we can still get the the Sticky Web up. Liquidation and Dive are its attacking moves. They're both physical, which is great because we have a max attack on this Araquanid. Water Bubble just means that fire attacks deal half damage to them, and then water attacks that Araquanid deals is doubled. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that we don't have a bug type attack, although I would have liked to see like Lunge or something instead of Dive. Now as for what we do after we get the speed investment is gonna be dependent on what we see our opponent use. Pelipper is back. This one does have Drizzle, which means we are running half a rain team. Hurricane becomes 100% hit chance during rain. We have Rain Dance in case Pelipper does have to stay around for longer than 5 turns. U-turn's pretty good. We can use that instead of just swapping out. It'll deal damage to the opponent and we get to swap out. The problem is it's an attack, so we would have to basically outspeed our opponent in order to deal damage first and then swap out, because we run the risk of taking damage and then getting knocked out before U-turn activates. Hydro Pump isn't that great. It's a high base power, but very shaky accuracy. I would have loved it if we had like Surf again, or even Scald would have been better. On the other half though, we've got a Torkoal, we have Drought, we have Sun and Rain on this 6 Pokemon team. It's very slow at 40 speed, so we're kind of leaning towards Farigiraf more than Torkoal, more than Araquanid when we use the Torkoal, because like 25% less speed on something that has, let's say, 200 speed, something very fast like what's very fast in the game of Pokemon? Whimsicott, I guess, could be very fast like that. It lowers them down to like 175. Actually, no, 150, which means they still outspeed the Torkoal. So we would rather have the guaranteed slow Pokemon go first with the Trick Room. Either way, it's got max special attack. I know that this nature is modest. It's got max special attack, max special defense. Very bulky Pokemon. It's got Eruption, which is really good if we can get it in at full health. Eruption does very high damage depending on your health when you use it. So if we are able to go first, the sun is up, and we're at 100% health, Eruption should be able to one-hit kill almost every Pokemon that doesn't resist it. If we do take damage, Lava Plume is okay in terms of DPS, but it does have a 30% chance to burn the opponent. So if we are facing against like a Garchomp, or what else is physical? Any other physical Pokemon, we can hope for the 1 in 3 chance to burn them, so they do less damage to us. Clear Smog and Fire Spin aren't that great in terms of attack, but I guess Clear Smog can be used against water types that will surely swap in to take care of our fire types. Last but not least, at least in the fire end, or the sunny day end, we have a Houndoom with a Mega Stone. Flamethrower and Snarl are very good stab attacks. Snarl deals less damage than Flamethrower, but it does decrease the opponent's special attack by 1 stage when it does get used. We have maxed out special attack and very high HP. Speed of 117. I'm really hoping that the 5 turns of Trick Room is only up while Farigiraf and Torkoal are on the field, and then it disappears by the time Houndoom comes in, because it has pretty good speed. Destiny Bond, we're probably not going to use. Houndoom's going to be our last Pokemon in. We could force a draw, but I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing. Unnerve, the ability becomes solar power when Mega Houndoom enters the field, which means at the end of every turn we pay life points, but that comes with the, or I guess we have increased special attack, but at the caveat of paying health at the end of every single turn. I believe we've already used a Heliolisk with the solar power ability. In terms of rain though, we have Archaludon. First time we're using this, I'm pretty sure. Electro Shot is a very fun attack. So it's like Solar Beam or like Skull Bash or Meteor Beam. It takes 1 turn to charge up and then the second turn to attack. But during rain, all it takes is 1 turn. So it's like an electric type version of Solar Beam in the sun. Very nice, very high damage. Plus it increases special attack during the I guess charge up turn. But since we're going to be playing them out when it's raining, it gets the special attack boost right away, and it gets to attack right away. Really, really good attack. If somehow we face something like a Gengar that disables our Electro Shot, we do have Thunder to fall back on. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to use Iron Defense, but Dragon Pulse is a really good attack in case we fight some sort of Dragon type. We've seen plenty of them running around. Garchomp, Dragonite. We've seen our own fair shares of Archaludon themselves. But yeah, that's the team. We have 2 setups. We have, well, I guess 4 setups, but like 2 setups in terms of speed, 2 setups in terms of weather, and then 2 really high DPS under those weather conditions. Hopefully this means that we can climb a little bit higher, and maybe, just maybe, we can touch Ultra Ball before the season ends. Let's find out. 2 days left in the rank battles. This is the final countdown. Let's see how well we do. Nethex, I believe is what that said. Good luck, have fun, Nethex. Let's see what they got. They got a Palafin, which is very annoying. Part of me wants to go Rain still, because Palafin is a physical attacker, so Archaludon does resist it quite well, and then we can take it out with Electro Shot. Duraludon also dies. Hydreigon dies to Archaludon. We might have an issue with... Well, actually, maybe. I don't know how we're gonna deal with the King Gambit. But, I mean, Electric is neutral to it. Electricity also takes out their flying type. And then they have a Morotom that hopefully dies to the Pelipper. So, let's go Araquanid. Well, no, because they have, like, a Levitate and a flying type. 2 Levitates and a flying type. So, I guess the Trick Room is better. Let's go for Farigiraf. Let's go Pelipper, and then let's go Archaludon. They have half their team that dodges the sticky web, so I don't think we're going to want to use that. I wouldn't be surprised if they chose all the ones that negate sticky web, just because they see that we might have that chance. This looks very favorable to us. Good luck, have fun, Nethex. There's the Arcanine. Okay. Here comes Farigiraf. We just have to survive on attack. That's fine. Intimidate doesn't matter. We are special attackers. We're gonna go for the Trick Room. Hisuian Arcanine, I believe, is what this is. It is Rock Fire, so Uproar isn't gonna do a whole lot. We're gonna rely on Psychic to take it out. There's the Head Smash. They missed, which is amazing for us. We get a free Trick Room. We're gonna stay in. We're gonna go for the Psychic. We gotta deal damage to this. 47% health. That could be a high damage roll. Okay, it didn't matter because they had the Citrus Berry. We have one our own. Hopefully this doesn't kill. Ooh, it takes it out. That sucks. But we did get the Trick Room up. That's very good for us. They do live. So Pelipper is just gonna murder here. They're very low, so I think Hurricane is fine. I don't want to risk the Hydro Pump miss, because they could take us out with another Head Smash. We have under 100 speed, so we should be attacking first. They're probably expecting like a Surf or something. So they're withdrawing Arcanine. Okay. Rotom! That is the worst decision you could make! Bro, here comes the Hurricane! Ba-bam! Insta-kill? 42%. Okay, it's not super effective because Rotom is part electric, but we did get them to under 50% health. We should still be faster here. Rotom is quite speedy, so we should be taking them out. Unless they switch into like another Arcanine. Switch back into their Arcanine. They could be stalling the Trick Room. Unfortunately, it won't be stalled for much longer. There's the Hurricane. They're letting the Rotom die. That's fine. We have used up 4 turns, so this should be the last turn of the Trick Room. Are they going to show back the Arcanine, or are they going to... Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. There's the Intimidate. We're special attackers. So this is okay. Here comes the Hurricane. Trick Room will be gone after this. Archaludon does have over 100 speed, so it's not like we needed it. What we do need, though, is the Rain in order for Archaludon to be doing what they need to do. I believe Archaludon will get 1 turn of Rain. 1 or 2 turns of Rain, I'm not entirely sure. Here comes the Halucha. This is it. We've won our first game. Okay, I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but it's very much in our favor. Did they DC? Is that why it's communicating? They rage quitted. No, your internet connection is unstable. How is my internet connection unstable? What? There's no way. Mega Halucha has no guard. We could have gone with the Hydro Pump. I love the luchador aspect of this. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with my internet. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Like, I was playing games this morning, recording other stuff on Steam. So, it could be my Switch. Fun fact, my Switch is like one of the first edition Switches, I guess. I guess there wasn't like first edition Switches, but I did get it during like the opening couple of months. It was a pain to find one of these. So it could be crapping out on me. The Switch 2 has released, so maybe one day I will upgrade, but it's working so far. It's working well so far, so I've had no reason to upgrade. Plus, there's not really that many games that I want to play. So we won our first game, which is incredible. We have a chance of getting into Great Ball Tier 2. Unfortunately, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but good luck, have fun to you anyway. They've got grass, they've got fighting. They've got a rock though. They have a way to set up weather, is the problem. But like 2 steel types? Okay, so like, I feel like we go water again, right? I feel like we go water again. The Aurorus is gonna be annoying, but Pelipper does have Rain Dance, so it could take it out. Or like swap the weather into something more favorable for us. I feel like the Clef Key will be their starter though. This could be a terrible idea. I want to go Araquanid. Or like just start off with a Houndoom. Maybe we start off with the Houndoom just to kill the Clef Key, because if it sets up the dual screens and we don't kill it right away, it's going to be a problem. Maybe we do start with the Araquanid. We do Araquanid, and then the Aurorus is probably going to be in there. We don't have very good water, so what if we go Sun? We go Torkoal Houndoom. Because it is still part ice, so fire is neutral to it. If we do get DC'd, first of all, apologies in advance, but also I guess I'll have to like restart my Switch. Maybe that'll fix it. It is the Clef Key start. They are probably going to go dual screens. Do we just go for the attack? If they are going to go dual screens, we're going to hit with the Sticky Web, and then maybe we can get some stockpile. Yeah, so they're just going to set up. What if we just use Araquanid? So they're going to set up traps, but they don't know that we have a way to increase our defense and special defense by a lot. I mean, a lot. Well, okay, maybe not a lot, but we can use stockpile 3 times. Yeah, there's the light screen. We can wait that out. That's fine. That is so fine. Here comes the stockpile. It's now at this point that I wish we put leftovers on Araquanid instead. I mean, we didn't know this would happen. We sort of knew that this would happen. We should have started. There's the Steel Beam. Do we live? We live. It's amazing. We don't have any way to heal, but this is why. Ooh. Half their health gone. We're just getting tankier and tankier. They could set up like more points of the spikes, which I don't think we want to happen. We should start hurting them. We should really start hurting them. Here comes the liquidation. They're gone. Okay, so one layer of spikes, and then like 3 more turns of light screen. That doesn't really affect us because we're physical. Kronkelder comes in. They have a Kronkelder. Okay. There's the sticky web, so they're slow. Do we go for more stockpile here? I don't think we do. Maybe we go for liquidation? We do have +1 in defense and special defense. They're withdrawing? Did they think we were gonna do something else? Okay, Gudra's in the sticky web, that's fine. We have the Sun team, so we don't have any issues with Gudra. And then Kronkelder... Okay, so they're gonna heal a bit. That's fine. We deal more than they heal. So this is very fine for us. What are they gonna try to do? Ooh, a defense drop! That's gonna be very helpful. Shelter increases their defense, I believe. Row sharply. Okay, so this is gonna be a battle. Okay, so chances are light screen is gone. That's very good. Chances are they're gonna go for the shelter again. So we do get a switch in. I think we go for the Torkoal and Lava Plume. They're probably gonna want another defense up. We get hurt by the spikes, but that's fine. We're mostly here for the drought. They go for another shelter. That makes sense. Unfortunately for them, we're now a special attacker and their light screen is gone. So... Well, so it's a catch-22. We don't technically have any speed. So this Lava Plume is gonna have to do quite a bit. We're gonna need to survive whatever they try to hit us with. Body press? We tank it because we're a Torkoal? Get wrecked, nerd? Here comes the Lava Plume. 31%. I'll take that. I will take that. They do get the leftovers healing. Our Torkoal does die, but we have Houndoom in the back pocket. And Houndoom should... Oh! The Quick Claw activation! Let's go! Lava Plume! Takes them out! So now they have a Kronkelder left. It's probably got like Drain Punch Bulk Up or something. Hopefully we can get the burn to proc. It's a 30% and this is going to be our third Lava Plume. So one can only hope. If we do get the burnout, they have nothing. They're slower than 40 speed. Are you kidding me? The burn didn't work. They go for the Earthquake. We take a lot of damage. If Torkoal was able to outspeed them, then so can Araquanid and Houndoom. Do we show that we have a Houndoom? Or we just... You know what? We're gonna finish this the way we started. Let's go Araquanid. The spikes hurt, but that's okay. We should be able to outspeed and deal damage. Hopefully we can even get a defense down if they survive. They do survive. Defense down? Nope, they go for the Drain Punch. We resist that because we are bugged. It still did quite a bit of damage. I believe that's less than what they started with, so they should finish him off. Liquidation was nerfed because of the sun. That's why it didn't kill. We should have went for the dive. I wasn't realizing that we had the sun still up. I mean, it was pretty obvious. It was on the screen, but I was just so excited for Araquanid to get a kill. Usually our setups just go down without doing anything. GG's, whatever your name is. I believe this will rank us up. Come on, let's see it. Yes! Great Ball tier rank 2! And we got 2 blips! I can smell it. I can smell Ultra Ball. Let's go. Here's the part where I become overconfident and we lose everything. And we get thrown back. Okay, I can't pronounce your name. And we get thrown back down to Pokeball tier. I really hope that's not a thing in the game. Like, it's fine going up and down the same tier, but like going down an entire tier entirely is just, that's just too cruel. They're probably gonna start with a Whimsicott. Well, okay, it's either the Toxapex to get the poison out or the Whimsicott to get the speed out. Either way, I think for Farigiraf is our play here. Psychic or Uproar can hurt the Whimsicott. And then Psychic murders the Marincess. Not Marincess, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Toxapex. Marini is what I was thinking of. But yes, Toxapex dies to Farigiraf. And we're neutral against the Whimsicott. They might use the Tyranitar to try to take the terrain away from us. So I'm guessing Pelipper. And then I'm guessing... They definitely have like a Mega Kangaskhan or something. So like Pelipper Archalujon seems to be the best bet. Kangaskhan is normal type. Steel resist normal. That's my thought process. I think this is our better team. It's a free kill against the Toxapex if they do start with it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Toxapex is very slow. So I don't know if we go Trick Room right away. If they do start with it. It's an Incineroar start. Okay. That's fine, to be honest. Do we die from one Incineroar attack? I hope we don't. They're probably going to go for the fake out. No, they're going straight for the Darkest Lariat. Spinning Top does take us out. That is very unfortunate. Okay. That sucks. So here's what's probably going to happen. We're going to send out Pelipper. It's going to start raining. They're going to send out Tyranitar. And then we cry. But unfortunately for them, we do have rain. But then they could Mega and just drop rocks on us. Either way, do we go for the Hydro Pump? Do we risky for the Bisky? I think we do. There's the parting shot, so we do take less damage. Or they take less damage. We get our stats reduced. This is probably the Tyranitar. No, it's the Whimsicott. Okay. So they're probably going to send out the... See, this is why I don't like to use Hydro Pump. We should have gone for the Hurricane, but I thought that they would go for the Sandstorm to get rid of our stuff. There's the Giga Drain. That's fine. I guess this isn't a setup Whimsicott. This probably isn't going to kill. Okay, it did still kill. Even though we were -1, -1. Okay, so we're 1-1, but our Pelipper is hurt. Their Incineroar can come in. There's Tyranitar. We knew this was going to be a thing. There's the Sandstream. We're going to go for the Rain Dance. We need the rain. There's the... They're going for the Mega right away? Bro. I mean, they're probably faster than us. We don't have Trick Room up. So this does make sense. Maybe we should have swapped. There's the Stone Edge. We definitely should have swapped now. I don't think they would risk losing their sand right away. So unfortunately, we have Archaludon left. Fortunately for us, it does have Iron Defense. So technically, we should be fine. Incineroar and Tyranitar are both physical. There's the Dragon Dance. We can get the +6 before they do. That's the good news. There's our Iron Defense. So they're at +1, we're at +2. We're gonna go for another Iron Defense here. And then I guess we risk the Electro Shot because they're probably gonna go for +6, +6. We get our +6 before then. So we do have 3 turns to take them out, technically. Unless they go for the attack here and they crit, and then in which case, we were never gonna win because they were just luckier than us. Okay, so they're +3, we are now +6. I would like the special attack increase from the Electro Shot. It does take 2 turns. They're dark rocks, so they don't resist this. There's their Dragon Dance. They're now at +4. Here comes our Electro Shot. We're gonna charge up for a turn. I'm not entirely sure if it takes less. There's our special attack increase. Sandstorm subsided. That's great for us. I'm not entirely sure if the Sandstorm mattered, because I know Solar Beam does like less damage or like takes 2 turns to charge up. Why are we Fire Punching? We didn't even get to choose. Oh, we don't have to choose. It automatically chooses Electro Shot. I'm dumb. Yeah, cool. So they're at 37% health. We get leftovers to heal. Do we want more special attack? I don't think we care for it. We're just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse here. +1 should be more than enough. Because they might go for like a Dragon Dance and another Fire Punch. There's the knockoff. They should have started with that, to be honest, but they didn't know we had leftovers. Here comes the Dragon Pulse. They're gone. And then we just have an Incineroar to deal with. They're probably going to go for Darkest Lariat, which is the annoying part. Because Darkest Lariat ignores defenses. So we need to take them out. Maybe we should have gone for the double Electro Shot. They outspeed us. They definitely outspeed us. We needed the Trick Room. In the off chance we do outspeed them, then we do have a chance. 22%. Let's go. Bulldoze makes us slower. That sucks. It doesn't do a whole lot. But again, Darkest Lariat ignores defense buffs. So this just has to be it. They're gonna outspeed us now. They're gonna Darkest Lariat, and either we live or we die. No, they're going for a Bulldoze again! Sorry for screaming. I was just very shocked. I honestly thought they would go for Darkest Lariat. Like, we weren't that fast. This is why we needed the Trick Room, or like Sticky Web. GG's. Do we go up again? Are we at Great Ball Tier 1? Or Rank 1? Whatever? Great Ball 1? We go up another rank! That's crazy! We're at the cusp! We're at the cusp! This is nuts! I can't believe that this team is working! Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Good luck, have fun. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, GG's the other person. I forgot to say GG's. That's my bad. Bad sportsmanship. If this was an official tournament, I'd get kicked out of it. So they got the Gengar. They've got, like, pretty much a meta team here. The dragons are what we are most afraid of. And Archaludon is what takes them out. They also have 2 Pokemon that are immune to the Sticky Web. Well, I guess Azumarill would be also immune because they normally just Belly Drum and then Aqua Jet. Does Mega Gengar still have Levitate? I'm not entirely sure. I know regular Gengar doesn't have it anymore. I'm pretty sure we go for Farigiraf here. Farigiraf. And then we go like Pelipper Archaludon. I think this is the play. I'm pretty sure this is the play. Even if they start with Sneasler. Well, no, Sneasler is very fast and very hurtful. They could easily take us out. Unfortunately, we can't use multiple of the same item. It's an Azumarill. Okay, that's cool. They're gonna Belly Drum when we Trick Room, which is gonna be unfortunate for us. But if we don't Trick Room now, we'll never be able to Trick Room. Yeah, there's the Belly Drum. Belly Drum Aqua Jet is what they're known for. And then it's like a Citrus Berry. They're not gonna Citrus Berry? Interesting, very interesting. We're gonna go for the Psychic. If we do somehow live this, unfortunate. We knew this would happen. We need the Sun Up. We can't just go Archaludon, so we are gonna have to sacrifice Pelipper as well. All of this setup just to get an Archaludon out, and then hopefully in 3 turns we just OTK them back to back to back. We're gonna go for the Hurricane here in the off chance we do survive. We're not gonna survive. I'm pretty sure the Farigiraf was a lot tankier than our Pelipper. There's the Play Rough. They risked the Play Rough? That's weird. Also, they attacked first. Interesting. Very interesting. Play Rough has like 90% accuracy. Maybe they thought we would switch in the Archaludon, so they went for it. But even then, it would have been neutral. We have to go for the Electro Shot here. Like, there's no... There's the Superpower. I think we just got swept. That is very unfortunate. This is a very slow Azumarill. We should have never put on the Trick Room. I thought they were just gonna spam Aqua Jet the entire time. Yo, GG's. We should have gone for damage. I didn't realize how slow Azumarill was. From all the times that it used Aqua Jet, I guess I thought it was fast, but it turns out they're even slower than, like, what was it, like 86 speed or something that our Pelipper had? Another Japanese name. Don't know how to pronounce it, but good luck, have fun to you regardless. Absol Mimikyu. Huh. Okay. They've got 3 starters in their team, which is kind of funny. All from different regions as well. It might be a Mimikyu start, in which case Farigiraf would be good here, because we do have immunity to ghost type attacks. I could be wrong and they could start with the Meowscarada. But the fact that they have like Absol and Meowscarada makes me think Farigiraf is the wrong choice. Araquanid, yeah, and none of them do levitate or fly, so Araquanid is fine here. In terms of how to kill them, I think we go for the Rain team. I want to say the Rain team, right? It's probably the Rain team. Because, like, Fire team has nothing against the Primarina, and it's going to be very annoying to take out the Emboar. Dragon types resist fire, so yeah, I think we do this. Did they not choose? Okay, they chose. That was weird. I thought they chose before us, but then it kept ticking down. Either way, good luck, have fun to you. It is a Meowscarada lead. We are neutral to the grass attacks. First and foremost, though, Sticky Web has to come down. Unfortunately, we don't have any bug type moves. They could swap out. Like, maybe they go, oh snap, and they swap out instead of staying in. They don't know that we don't have any grass or any bug type moves, so I'm sure they don't want to. They went with the knockoff. So they're dark type. They're dark type. Focus Sash is gone, but you know we lived anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's the Sticky Web. We do have a way to hurt them now in liquidation because they got rid of that's fine. Araquanid got a kill in one of the games. I'm happy with that. Here comes the Pelipper. They're probably gonna stay in. They're probably still gonna go for the knockoff. So we could U-turn. Nah, we Hurricane. We Hurricane, right? I'm pretty sure we Hurricane. Knockoff, that's fine. Scope Lens is what we put on them. I didn't think of anything better. So I figured maybe we can crit. We can sort of maybe crit. They became confused! That's good for us. That's very good for us. I think we U-turn here. I'm pretty sure we U-turn here. Can you hit yourself? That would be great. No, they go for the knockoff. We live it because we lost our item already. They die. Perfect for us. We can conserve the rain. But I'm really hoping that we finish off the last two with Archaludon. If we can just Electro Shot like 3 times in a row, we should be fine. I don't know what else they're gonna bring in. We go for Electro Shot no matter what, unless it's the Garchomp. Are they giving up because they chose poorly? We're both... What what was that idle animation? Nobody's attacking. There's the Primarina. Primarina caught in the Sticky Web. Hopefully Archaludon is faster now. We could go for the Electro Shot. I mean, we have to go for the Electro Shot. No, well, we don't have to. We could also go for the Thunder. This could be bait for us using an electric type attack, and then they swap into Garchomp. I'm hoping we still get the special attack boost. Nope, we just go straight into Electro Shot. Aren't we supposed to attack? Wait, hold up. Okay, there you go. It has to do the charge up animation first. I thought I was completely wrong, but it turns out it has to do the attack animation first, or the charge up animation and then the attack. So we get +1 special attack. This is very good for us. It doesn't matter what they put on, we should be able to take them out. It was an Emboar. Their last mon was an Emboar. It's caught in the sticky web, so we do get to attack first. And in comes the Electro Shot. Even if we don't, Pelipper's still in the back row. It is a bit shaky with the Hydro Pump, but they are part fighting still, even after the Mega. Spoilers if you haven't played ZA. Emboar now has a Mega. But, you know, Hurricane still deals considerable damage to the fighting type aspect of Emboar. There's the charge up. We're now at +2 special attack. Here comes the damage. 31% health. There goes the Drain Punch. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I believe we do still have 1 turn of Rain. There's the leftovers. It's gonna heal us a little bit, but not by much. This is the last turn of Rain. We do get +1 more special attack. So now we're at +3. I mean, the first one, +2 was still able to take him down to like 30%, and they're missing more than 30% health. So this was gonna be a kill anyways. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wasn't. I could be talking out of my butt. I'm still riding the high that we are at the cusp of Ultra Ball. I'm pretty sure if we didn't have those like 2 days where we did not move at all, we could have absolutely made it to Ultra Ball. But, you know, that's the downside of running a challenge like this. You're at the mercy of whatever the game gives you, which I honestly enjoy. This is why I'm doing it. Oh, GG's, whatever your name was. Again, I would have lost another tournament if I wasn't being player friendly. Hippowdon can set up sand. That's very annoying. I think we go Rain again. I honestly think we go Rain again. There's a Charizard, there's a Hippowdon, so they have Sand and Sun. I'm pretty sure they're not going to risk Sun in the off chance that we also go Sun. I think Archaludon is the key here. So let's go ahead. Hydreigon and Charizard. Again, I'm pretty sure Hydreigon and Charizard won't be in. I feel like the Greninja will OTK or Farigiraf though. So maybe we do go Araquanid and get the Sticky Goop out. Let's go Araquanid with like the idea that they're gonna start with the Hippowdon. Hippowdon could also have spikes, I think. Or like Stealth Rocks maybe. Let's do this team. I think it's gonna be this team. Or it's a Meowscarada lead again. In which case we still Sticky Goop. We lived the last one, even though it knocked off our item. And did massive damage to us, so... Or I could be horribly wrong. It is a Hippowdon lead. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Here comes our Araquanid. This is very much in our favor. They might switch out here. Either way, we go for the Sticky Web. They could Yawn. Yawn would be very annoying. If they Yawn... No, they Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's fine. We knew this was coming. If they Yawn now, we do outspeed them, which is very good. If they Yawn now, we still get 2 turns of Liquidation, which I'm very fine with. Here comes the Liquidation. Does decent damage. Decent damage. Citrus Berry, I don't think matters. There's the yawn. They might swap out. I think we stay in and we go for the damage. They might think that we're swapping out, so then they go for like Rock Slide or something. So we just go for the liquidation. Even if they swap out, like we still get damage into whatever swaps in. Yeah, they stay in. Okay, that's fine. Hippowdon, I guess, did its thing. Setting up the sand and getting the, well, I guess they thought we would start with the rain, so it set up the sand. We're asleep now. This is going to be annoying, but it did do the stealth rocks, so our Pokemon will be taking damage. Unfortunately for them, Araquanid is the only one of us that have any sort of, like, live at 1 health. They're communicating. I think they might concede here because they chose poorly. The only times we've ever seen, like, this communication, or it could be my Switch again. We could have very terrible internet today for some reason. And we get a game loss for DCing. I did say that I would restart my Switch if it did happen. It might happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with our internet. There's the shiny Greninja. It's probably Mega. In comes the Sticky Web. We have a chance of outspeeding it. I mean, we're asleep, so that's fine. Hopefully it has protein and it turns into not water. There's no reason it would stay water, right? It's probably going to go into, like, I don't know, it can learn Gunk Shot or like Ice Beam. It can learn Ice Beam, it can turn Ice type. There's the Mega. Fun fact, Greninja has a Mega now. Upside Down Ninja. I believe it keeps the protein. Also, okay, Sludge Wave. It goes into a poison type. Either way, it's part poison now, which is very good for us if we do somehow wake up. Nope, it's still fast asleep. They are getting buffed by the Sandstorm, just like we are. But it's not like they have the Sash or anything. We're just gonna stay in. They're gonna go for the Sludge Wave. Here comes the hit. That's fine. I figured Greninja would be like the last Pokemon to get a Mega. They already had the Ash Greninja. So, like, why would you give him more? You know what I mean? We have to go Pelipper in here. We need the rain. Yes, it does buff their water attacks, but we need the rain for Duraludon to murder whatever they have in store. If they stick to the poison type attack, we could swap out into Duraludon, take nothing, and have full turn of rain. But they could see that coming and they hit us with... Honestly, I can't think of anything that they could hit us with that would hurt Archaludon. So I think we do the swap. No, they could do like a knockoff. It could be a mix set. It could be a mix set. There's the spikes. There's the Sludge Wave. Okay, awesome. Now we have like, what, 3 turns of the rain? We're back to full health. Here comes the Electro Shot. They have to swap. I'm pretty sure they know they have to swap, because we're gonna be murdering them. I don't even think we need the plus... Well, no. They don't know that we're gonna be murdering them. They weren't water type. But either way, they go for the swap. There's the Meowscarada. That's fine. I honestly think that's fine. We still get the special attack buff. Depending on how much this Electro Shot does, we might just go for it again. Especially if we outspeed. We just have to keep in mind that we are going to deal more damage. So even if they live at like 60% health, yeah, I think we still go for it. Like, look at that damage, and they resist it too. Plus, we're also getting the special attack boost, so even if they had like some way to heal some health, they're still going to go down. Do you have some sort of priority? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Maybe they could set up Trick Room or something. No, there's the knockoff. Ooh! They're still faster than us. I mean, yeah, great, you took off our leftovers, but you're dead now. And then... I don't know if Greninja will be outsped, but at the very least, I'm pretty sure Greninja doesn't have any ground-type attacks. Can it learn Mud Slap? I'm not sure if it can learn Mud Slap or not. That would be the biggest tech ever. Mud Slap Greninja. I'm pretty sure we still go... I'm definitely sure they don't have any fairy type attacks. So do we play it safe and go for like the Dragon Pulse? We go for the Electro Shot. At the very least, we still get this special attack boost. What do you have? Do you have Mud Slap? Am I going crazy here? I'm pretty sure Froakie can learn like Mud Slap or something. Something very dumb. There's the Ice Beam. Okay, I mean that's neutral. Here's hoping we don't get frozen. It would suck if we did. Oh, they just kill us. That's something else too that I didn't consider. We might lose this. Oh my. We might actually lose this. Is the rain gone? Pelipper is slower than our Archaludon, so it wouldn't matter anyways. Yeah, we lost this. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, there's the Ice Beam. If it was able to take out Archaludon, then it definitely could take out the Pelipper. That sucks. Greninja's just too fast. At least we get to learn if we go up and down rankings, and I'm pretty sure we do. We lose the blip again? Maybe we don't. Or maybe there's like a one battle grace? It's either there's a one battle grace or you do not go down in rankings once you have climbed up. In which case, that's a very basic name. Good luck, have fun to you, trainer. GG's, the other person, I'm pretty sure they still had a Japanese name. They have their own Archaludon, which means we do not go Archaludon Rain. Or we do and we play the mind games. They have 2 water types. They definitely have 2 water types. And they have a fire type. I think we do it. I'm pretty sure we do it. Like, their team just screams, hit me with water. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. We're going for it. Maybe if our fire team had Solar Beam, then we would go fire. But even then, like, what would we do against dragon types? We don't really have anything against dragon types. There's a Toxapex lead. This is exactly why we started with Fergarath. Do we kill them? And I think the answer is yes. Because they're very much slower than us. They're probably sashed. Well, okay, or it doesn't kill. It's one of those two. They're gonna do the toxic spikes. Infestation! They're going for the damage. We weren't planning on swapping, don't worry. They have the leftovers, so it wasn't sashed. If we had a bit more damage, we could have taken them out. They're probably going to swap here, but they don't have any dark types, so we're still going to deal damage regardless. Yeah, they're swapping. We could have had the free Trick Room. There's a Delphox. They're going to resist this. This is probably their Mega. Fun fact, Delphox Mega is a thing now. And if they're not going to go Mega Delphox, then I am terrible and I just spoiled it for you. Here's the Trick Room. I believe they get Levitate. I want to say they get Levitate. Mystic Fire? Mystical Fire? Doesn't kill us. Our special attack goes down, which is unfortunate. Here comes the Citrus Berry. And then here comes the Trick Room. So now for the next 4 turns, we should be able to go first. I believe we go for the Uproar here. They're probably going to keep spamming Mystical Fire. Unfortunately, both of our Pokemon in the rear are special attackers, so I don't want to swap in. Psyshock, okay. Switching it up. Commendable, commendable. Fergarath is still making an uproar. There's the Kachu heal with the Citrus Berry. Unfortunately for us, this is taking up our Trick Room time. But if we can kill the Delphox, I mean, That's worth it. They know we're locked into Uproar, which is why this is communicating again. It's like being stuck to using, whatchamacallit, Electroshock. Toxapex is back. Yes, that makes sense. Uproar hits. Leftovers, that's very disappointing for us. They're going to be going first, and they're probably going to set up poison. Unfortunately, we're still stuck in Uproar. Maybe we should have gone for the psychic moves. I didn't think this through. We should have, or either that or like swapped out or something. But then again, well, okay, there's Toxic. That's gonna suck. Maybe it doesn't have Toxic Spikes. It's like Toxic Stall or something. Infestation, Toxic, Protect. I don't think it can learn any heal moves. So I could be wrong. I don't think it gates like Shore Up or anything. Burger F has calmed down. I'm pretty sure we kill with the Psychic here. And then we can still set up the Trick Room. They are going to attack first. They're probably going to go for the Infestation. No, Baneful Bunker. There is their Protect. Okay. The Toxic Charge protects it itself. There's the Psychic. Now, do we set up Trick Room again? I think we do. Because they're probably going to Baneful Bunker here. They're going to, well, okay, we Psychic. We Psychic, right? We Psychic. Maybe they swap out. And then they take us out with Delphox without us getting the Trick Room back. I can see that happening. I think we chose way too soon. Yeah, they're withdrawing the Toxapex. In comes the Delphox. They're probably going to eat this very well. I'm not sure if Delphox can learn Recover. Either way, they took it. We're never going to get Trick Room back up. So there's no point of switching. We just go for the Balls to Walls Hyper Beam. There's the Mystical Fire. We were going down. We knew that would happen. We don't have Trick Room up, but we can get the Rain up. Pelipper comes in. They hit us with a Psychic type attack. We take him out with... Hurricane? Or we swap out and use U-Turn? They're not going to put in... Well, they could... They could be thinking we hit them with like a Scald, so they're going to swap into Toxapex. We're going to go for the Hurricane. We're going to go for the Hurricane. It's going to hit neutral to Delphox and the Toxapex. There's the Psychic. We die. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So here comes our last hope. Archaludon resists the Psychic attacks. The Rain is up, so Mystical Fire isn't going to do a whole lot. We also get the Electroshot boost, so even if they do use Mystical Fire, we get that special attack back. Toxapex just dies to us. There's the Will-O-Wisp, but we don't care. I mean, we do care a little. We're not physical, but this will reduce the effectiveness of our leftovers, because now we're not just going to heal it. Unfortunately for them, they did give us a way to get +1 special attack. There goes the beam. I believe it's heal first, then damage second, so we don't even get the leftovers heal, we just get the burn. Yeah, it's heal first, then damage second. So we're always going to be at like 92% health at most. There's the Toxapex. They could Baneful Bunker for no reason. Or maybe they have Aqua Jet? I thought you were dying. They do have a way to heal. Yeah, there's the Baneful Bunker. They're stalling. Do we still get the special attack boost? We do. Okay, awesome. Perfect. You're even more dead. Toxapex does have that, what's that ability called? Natural Cure? No, Natural Cure like heals your like status effects. It doesn't actually heal your health. Whatever it is, it's healing them. They're stalling out the Rain is what they're doing. Fortunately for them, unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, we do still have the dragon type attack, Dragon Pulse. So they're gone. There's no way there's living this. There's just no way. So what is your last Pokemon then? They were stalling out the rain. That's for sure. I believe we still have 1 or 2 turns with the rain. So we can still Electroshock unless it was a pre-marina. They were stalling out for the pre-marina. GG's. Come on, let me finish you off. Don't be like that. Yep, there we go. Electroshock. Charging up. They weren't even gonna try to like Aqua Jet us. That is unfortunate for you. They fought well though. They fought well. They got us down to our last Pokemon. GG's trainer, GG's. And with that, our climb this season is over. We made it to Great Ball Tier 1. Great Ball Tier Rank 1, which is a lot higher than I thought we would. This is getting me excited for the next season. If we can get to Great Ball Tier Rank 1 with like 3 days of climbing, we don't count the 2 days that we didn't move, then we can absolutely make it to Ultra Ball. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll see you next season.